Take me back to the old dirt road where Mama and Papa used to go. Let's sing all them songs from a long time ago and pine for them old days of yore. Well, let me run through the breeze like the leaves on the trees. Let me fly like the leaves when they fall. Well, let my mind go serene like a cool water stream that runs from the mountain so tall. Oh, take me back down the old dirt road. Take me home to rest where the mockingbirds nest and to cry through the green in the spring. Let's go back a ways to the old bygone days and the simple time we lived back when. Well, let the pull of the plow bring the sweat from my brow and the glow of the fire pull me home. Let me wind down my days in the sweet dusty haze. Take me back down the old dirt road. Oh, take me back down the old dirt road. Take me back down the old dirt road.
I swear, I feel like the dogs know when we pull out the cameras because they'll be quiet, and as soon as we pull the camera out, or the phone out I should say, they start barking. Yes, family and friends, you see it right. It's Friday evening. I already got my moo-moo on. Yes, ma'am. Got them old clothes off and got comfortable because it's Friday. Let me know what you guys do once it hits the weekend and Friday. Do you just start putting those moo-moos on or those pajamas on when... and take a breath. Be able to soak for a while. Sounds so good. It just seemed like, I was telling Mommy, it just seemed like this week has been such a long week. I felt like yesterday drug, but I wanted to give you guys an update on Mommy. The antibiotics is working. We're bandaging her foot 3 times a day. She will go to wound care. We've already called and left a message and stuff, so they'll schedule us. And it's back to wound care. It's not the first time we've been there. We've actually been to wound care 9 times. If you guys don't know, Mommy is a severely diabetic. She's on insulin. She's on sugar medicine also. She's on the highest doses of everything she can be on. And it's just a struggle sometimes. And right now it's a little bump on the road, but we're going to get through it like we got through it before. So thank you for your guys' prayers for her. And if you could just still keep her in your prayers, we would appreciate it. Today I was bringing you along. I already have soupings going on the stove. Just seemed like a souping kind of day where the weather's a little bit cool, kind of makes you feel like fall. I'm going to make some homemade yogurt. I have made it before on this channel, but I figured I would share it again because I do have some new followers here. And also just a refresher if you guys don't want to go back and look on the other videos to see how we make it. And I'm making it my Instapot. This is a cold method or cold brew method, however you say it. So you're gonna need a thing of Fairlife milk, and you can either use the Natural Bliss creamer, or this is the first time I've used the Chobani coffee creamer vanilla. So this is going to be new, so we're going to see how it turns out with this, and this just kind of gives it flavor. And then I'm gonna use the, I don't even know how you say that, but it's the vanilla. And this is what I'm gonna use for my starter. And you can use, once you get this started, you can just get you a little bit of this out for your starter next time of your other homemade yogurt. But this just helps you right now get your starter started. I had a homemade starter already that I took out for my one batch, but it had been so long that I think it was probably bad. So we're gonna go ahead and start it again with this. So what we're gonna do, you're gonna need a little cup and a little whisk. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the milk. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera down so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, so you're gonna take, and then if you wanna make more, you will just double this recipe. So you're gonna pour your milk in there, and you wanna save a little bit of the milk just so you can mix it with your starter. So before I get too carried away, I'm gonna go ahead and pour a little bit in my cup for my starter. So you're gonna go ahead and pour that all in there. And then you're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shake up the creamer really good, just to make sure it's all, you know, mixed up. And you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna pour that in. And then what I also do at this point too, I get my whisk and I just kind of give it a little whisk just to kind of make sure that milk and creamer is just kind of, you know, mixed up. Okay, now you want to take your yogurt, and Mommy's here in a minute, and I'll let her give you an update too on how she's feeling. And then you're going to open up your yogurt, and you're going to need about a tablespoon of yogurt. So this is a teaspoon, so I'm probably going to use like 4 of those. So you're just going to, whoops, I almost did the wrong thing. I needed to mix it up, so I'm just going to pour some, probably about 4 of these in here. And then what's left over with your yogurt, you can go ahead and just eat it, because this is delicious yogurt. But there's just something about homemade yogurt that just, it's so good. So now I have my yogurt in there with my milk, and I'm just going to take my whisk, and you just want to kind of mix it up, because you want to make sure, you know, that everything gets that good yogurt mix. And you also, when you want to get your yogurt starter, you want to make sure that your yogurt has live probiotics and prebiotics and stuff in it. So you want to make sure it has live cultures in it. Now I got that all mixed up, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to pour it in there. Make sure I've got everything in there. Everything's out. So again, I'm going to take my whisk, and I'm just going to whisk it. I usually do it for maybe 30 seconds to a minute. You just want to kind of make sure everything's just kind of mixed up, so it can kind of do its thing. So I just like to give it a good another mix, just for safe measure, as they say. Okay. And as you can see, it's all mixed up. So now, and also if you use your Instapot, you want to go ahead and take out your seal. As you can see here on this lid, I have went ahead and took my seal out. So the seal is out, but don't throw it away, because you'll need it when you cook other things in your Instapot. And you want to make sure your vent is open, which mine is. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to turn it. You can hear that little click. And let me try to grab the camera here and then bring it around this way, so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. It's off. You want to find your yogurt setting. Make sure it's on normal. And then, it's been a while. Let's see. Okay, and then you want to go down to 8 hours. Okay. And then this will click on in a second. There you go, and it's already set there now. So this is gonna set for 8 hours, and then we will go to the next step. And I'll bring you along for the next step, family and friends. Hello, family and friends. This is Letitia with Our Cherished 5. I just wanted to get on here and do our intro to the video that you guys are going to see. We are going to make some homemade yogurt with each other. We have been making homemade yogurt for a while. I don't know if it's a cold start method, cold brew method, something like that. I think it's cold start method, but I always call it cold brew method like coffee. I don't know why. I just call things. I make up their own names. Sorry. But we hope you guys enjoy this video. This time when we made yogurt, I did use a yogurt strainer for the first time. I show this, you guys are going to be seeing that in the video, and it was an Amazon Prime Day special that I ordered it from. So I wanted to share that with you, and I wanted to share how I make homemade yogurt, and let me know in the comments if you guys make homemade yogurt, and if so, how you guys make your yogurt. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's make heaven crowded, family and friends. Remember, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and become part of our YouTube family. And the ones of you guys that have subscribed, we're so blessed and thankful you guys are here. We'll see you on the video. Bye, friends.
Hello, family and friends. It's Mildred from Cherished 5. How's everyone doing this morning? We had a cool morning to start off with, but now the sun's coming out and it's warming up a little bit. Well, for as my toe goes, it's feeling like some better. It's like it's sore, but it always get better. You know, with Heavenly Father's help, He can heal anything.
Yep, he's done it 9 times.
Yeah.
They thought she was going to lose her leg. It was so bad, and he healed it with wound care, with about almost a year of wound care.
Well, that was both legs.
Yeah.
I had them on both legs.
And the foot again.
Yeah, and then I had, on the same foot, I had a big hole come in the bottom. And the only option I had left was the oxygen to go in and hit. But, you know, the Lord pulled me out of it.
Yep. Yep. But this is the first time that we've dealt with the toe.
Yeah, the first time.
And they say the toe is the most serious because of healing, and most of the time you lose your toe, they said. But we know the Lord can heal her, and we know with prayers, the Bible says where 2 or 3 gathered in His name is all it takes. And if you have the smallest faith of a mustard seed, and we have that, and we know each and every one of you guys are praying for her too.
Yeah, well, you know, I had bad health all my life. I've been anemic all my life. Been on medicine, still on medicine. I've had a lot of surgeries, just different things. And, you know, He pulled me out of all of them. And He will again.
Yep.
And then when I had my daughter years ago,
50 years ago.
well, it was years ago. When I had my daughter, I stayed like a weekend because I ran the fever all the time. And then I come home, I stayed overnight, so I started hemorrhaging the next morning. And when we lived 28 miles from the nearest hospital. And by the time I got there, I had already seen like black. And they said I had only, if I had been a few seconds later, so they couldn't save me. But you know, He was there.
Yep. Praise God.
Yep. He pulled me out of that.
He's been with you since you were little.
Yeah.
So you definitely have a purpose for being here. You got a testimony definitely to share with people.
Yeah. And then I had surgery. And then I had 30% chance of living in. He pulled me out of that. Well, I've had like 10 different surgeries, and He's pulled me out of all of them. Many sickness, He's pulled me out of them. And He'll do the same this time.
Yep. Like Mommy always says too. Same. Well, Daddy got his saying from Mommy. Mommy'd always say, "I'm a winner if the Lord heals me here, or I'm a winner if He takes me home and heals me there."
Well, family and friends, it's good to talk to you again. And I'll see you all later. Bye.
Hello, family and friends. This is Letitia with Our Cherished 5. Happy Friday, everyone. We have made it. We have made it through another week. Oh, praise God, because without his help, we couldn't have made it through that week, or we couldn't really make it through anything without him. Pritzy, that's enough. Sorry, every time I turn on the camera, you know how it is around here. The dogs decide to bark. Hello, family and friends. This is Letitia with Our Cherished 5. It has been 8 hours, and my Instapot with the yogurt just went off. Do not mind the way I look. This evening, me and Mommy was doing a few things, so don't mind the crazy hair. When you got curly hair, it's what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and show you on here real quick that it has ended. So I'm going to turn the camera down, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do now. So you just pop off the lid. Oh, look at that beautifulness. Can you guys see that? Okay, so now, so you want to know if it's done, if it's done what it's supposed to do, you take you a spoon, and you want to do the spoon method. See how it stands? Woohoo, look at that. Yay. Okay, see how it's done? It's standing. That means your yogurt's good. Now, what you want to do is take you like a paper towel at first and just kind of daub a little bit. Not much, just a little. Okay? Now, you want to take you some more paper towel, and you want to put it over top of this. And what it's going to do, it's just going to, any way or anything tonight will just come inside of there, just like that. You're just going to keep the paper towel in there tonight. Now I got to get us a plate. I should have already had us a plate. Okay, you just stick your paper towel in there, and as you see, it's already starting to drain up some of that whey that's in there, and that's good. And then what it does is it drains some of that out. I may put a couple more extra pieces in there. And you just put the paper towel in there. And then you're going to put a plate over it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the inside of this out, and you're going to put it in your refrigerator for 24 hours. You don't do anything else with the yogurt for 24 hours. So you just, once it's done, you just get your paper towel, put the paper towel over top of it, leave the paper towel on it overnight, put your plate over it, and put it in the refrigerator, and forget about it until 24 hours. And we will come back tomorrow, and I will show you the next step. Hello, family and friends. This is Letitia with Our Cherished 5. It has now been enough time for the homemade yogurt in the refrigerator for the next step. Sorry, I apologize for my voice. I woke up today with a cough, my lungs hurting. Pray that I'm not getting sick again. So I wanted to do this in real time with you as I take it out of the refrigerator and everything. But I want to show you. So most of the time when I made yogurt, I would just dip the yogurt out and put it in a bowl and just kind of stir the whey in there and wouldn't take the whey out. This is the first time that I'm going to be using a yogurt strainer. And I got this product on Amazon Prime. It was on sale. I'm not sure how good it is, but I will let you know on a future video how this was and what I thought about it and if I thought there was a difference. One second. Excuse me. Everybody says it does really good. With the yogurt strainers, what happens is it drains the whey down in the bottom. So your yogurt on top is always really thick. Now with that whey, you do not have to throw that whey away. You can use it in pancakes. You can use it when you make eggs. You can make it with cornbread. It is good to give to like your animals. You can do a lot of things with the whey, so you don't have to throw the whey away, if you guys didn't know that. And also, I wanted to throw a little tip in here. When I made the banana bread, I forgot to tell you guys, with your peels from your bananas, you can put those peels in a jar and make sure they're covered with water and let them sit on your counter for a couple days or whatever, and you would have potassium water that you can use to water your flowers with. So I don't know if you guys knew that, but I just was going to tell you that, and I had forgot, and I wanted to share that with you. But here is the product that I had got. Can you guys see that good? I'm going to turn it to each side. And like I said, I got this off of Amazon Prime Week, or Prime Days, whatever it's called now. And I am not sure how good it is or anything, but it had great reviews on it. And it is so hard with products, because if you're like me, you look at the reviews, some reviews are good, some reviews are bad. It is just so hard. So you just about have to get them and try them and see if you like them or what's true. But I will keep you up to date on this. And I already got it over here drying. And this is the one part, this is the bottom part of it. Just like a glass bowl. And then here is your strainer. And with your strainer too, you don't want to use any sharp objects because you don't want to break the sides or the back. But this is what the middle looks like. And then that just sits inside there. And then here's the lid. And it's just a basic lid. And the lid just kind of snaps on there. It has the little snaps here. And like I said, this is the first time that I've ever used a yogurt strainer. So we're going to find out together how good it is and what we think about it. So let's go ahead and get in this refrigerator and get this yogurt out. And like I said, I'm doing this in real time because I want you guys to see everything. Apologize again. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull the camera down so you can see what's going on. Okay, so now the yogurt, I'm going to take the plate off. And then now you're just going to lift your paper towel out. And it's wet because that's a lot of the way. Hey girls. Sorry, family and friends, told you every time it's very wet. So we're going to throw that away. And now, family and friends, look at this yummy looking yogurt. Can you guys see that? Oh my gosh. So now, I'm going to take you whatever you want. I'm trying to get it to where you guys can see. And we're just going to put it inside of our strainer. I don't know if it's going to really need to strain that much because this is already pretty thick. So Chloe! Sorry, family and friends. I could have skipped a part of the paper towel since we were going to try the strainer. But that's okay. That's how you learn. That's how you learn, family and friends. Okay, family and friends, sorry about that. The FedEx guy was coming to deliver a package, and then the girls had to act like they were Cujo. Again, like I said, I'm not sure because the paper towels really did its job. So I am not sure if we'll have much weight in here. I guess I could have skipped the part with the paper towels, but that's okay because you are going to still have whey from the yogurt. So don't fret, but look how pretty that is, family and friends. Oh my gosh, look how pretty. And if you guys have not made homemade yogurt, I suggest you make it. I am not kidding. I am a yogurt person through and through. But the homemade yogurt is just, oh my gosh. It is to die for. It really is. It is so, and that's just an expression. That's just a saying. So don't take that literally. It is so good. And it doesn't take long. I mean, you can put it in while you're heading to work or if you got errands or whatever. It takes 8 hours. And the longer you do keep it in your crock pot or the Instant Pot. Kind of the tartar it gets, and it just depends too on how tart you like it or how sweet you like it. Okay, and that is what it looks like. Look at all that yumminess. Look at all that yumminess. Yep, can you guys see? Can you see the whey starting to come out already? Look at that yumminess, family and friends. Yes, so on your yogurt too, like I said, I always do mine at 8 hours to like 8.5 hours. And that seems to be the perfect spot for me. And my husband and my mom were the three that eat it. The boys won't touch it. And when I mean boys, they're grown, but to us, they're still boys, if that makes sense. Elijah's 18, which is my nephew. My son will be 31 in November, but to me, they're still my little boys. Are you guys like that with your kids? No matter how old they are, you still call them little children or little boys or girls? Excuse me again. Yeah, so your yogurts, I would start, when you're first starting out, I would start at 8.5 hours. And then again, if it is not like you like it or whatever, add on a little bit. I would just add on like a half an hour or to an hour. I wouldn't jump to like 2 or 3 hours on top of the 8 hours. I would try to keep it max at a level. I would do it slow. I wouldn't try to like jump, if that makes sense. Just start small. But let me know in the comments if you guys make it, and if you're going to try it, what you think about it. And then if you do make it, what do you do with yours? Now, when you get this made, you can go ahead and mix it with honey. Like honey, people put maple syrup in it. You can add pudding to this. You can add fruits. I mean, it's just so much stuff you can add to it. But my advice is, don't add everything to the whole container. I would, when you get your stuff out in a bowl, then mix it. Then mix it with the fruit stuff, because sometimes it can make it a little watery or something. You can add, it's so good with the peanut butter powder. I've added peanut butter. I've added a little bit of chocolate syrup. And then I've added bananas. We've added, oh gosh, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, strawberries, peaches, pineapple. I mean, you name it, we've tried it. And it is so, so good. And it's even good just to eat it by itself. It is just so good to eat by itself. You really don't even need to add anything else to it. We're going to try it, family and friends, on camera together. Let me grab a spoon. And I wanted to do, like I said, do all this in real time so you guys could see exactly what I'm doing, so you know this is a live thing with me and you. Okay, let's get us some of this yogurt. I'm going to get me a heaping spoonful. Oh my God. Oh, chef's kiss. Oh, this is so good. If you would put this next to a store-bought yogurt in containers, you wouldn't be able to tell what is what. It is that good. Yep. Oh my gosh, this is probably one of the best I've made. Yeah. There is no way, in my opinion, you could tell that this was homemade yogurt. Now, what you'll do is, you will find you a little container, and you will take some of this yogurt out for your next start. And that next starter will stay good for like 5 to 7 days or something like that. And this would be your starter. But if you don't know when you're not going to make some more, you can always just get a little of a jar that has the live active cultures in it. and use that for your starter. But you can take a little bit of this starter out and save it for your starter next time. And I'm going to hold it up one more time, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Can you guys see that? Ooh, 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 that yumminess. And can you guys kind of see the way that's forming? And the paper towels had a lot of whey coming out anyway, but this is draining the rest of it. So what I'll probably do is just mix this whey with the dog stuff, or I might use it for pancakes. But that's what it looks like, family and friends. Oh, I am so excited. You guys are going to have to tell me if you guys try this and what you guys think about it, because I'm excited to know. If you guys try it, I'm just kind of smoothing it down so I can put the lid on it, because this is full. And you can always double the recipe. If you have a bigger family, you can always double the recipe, triple the recipe, whatever you need to do for your family. You can do that, because it's no problem. You just have to make sure your container is big enough. Sorry, family and friends, it's just so good. I can't waste it. You would just want to make sure your container is big enough, but you absolutely can double this. I have not, yes, I'm sorry, I take that back. We have doubled it once or twice. Excuse me. We have doubled it once or twice, and it was great too. No problem. You just add double the amount, you know, you just double it, and it was good. But I figure this right here, the one batch amount, is good for us. This does us maybe 3 or 4 days, maybe a week, depending on how often we eat yogurt. But we eat yogurt here pretty much every day. And like I said, it's not hard just to, once it starts getting low, to throw it in the, you know, Instapot and make a batch. So it doesn't really take a lot of time. So that's why now I don't make a double batch. But absolutely during the holidays, I will probably be making a double batch, because you can use this yogurt in making your ranch dressing or anything like that. Also, just leave out the, you know, the vanilla flavoring. And also, anything fermented is good for your stomach, and yogurt and stuff is good for your stomach. Pickled eggs, pickled beets, sauerkraut, all that stuff is good for your stomach. And excuse me, also, yogurt is really good for your stomach too. So if you guys have stomach issues, make you some yogurt. But family and friends, let us know in the comments if you guys make your own homemade yogurt. And if you do, what kind of toppings you put on there. And if not, let us know in the comments if you have made, if you're going to make this video. And we hope you guys liked coming along with me as we made this homemade yogurt. And if you do, if you guys would please give us a like, a comment, and a share. We would appreciate it. And if you have the option to hype our videos, please hype them. That will help the algorithm push our videos out so we can hurry up and get monetized. And that would just be an absolute blessing to our family, the little extra income we could get. And we would appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube family, we would love if you would hit that subscribe button and become part of our YouTube family. It is free to join. And all of you guys that have already subscribed, we are just so blessed and thankful you guys are here. And like we've always said, you guys take time and give us your time, and we don't take that for granted, because time is one of the most precious gifts that you could give anyone. And you guys have chosen to give us some of your time, and we don't take that lightly. We appreciate and love each and every one of you, and know that we are praying for each and every one of you. And when we don't see your comments on there, we do worry, and we start worrying about you guys. God bless each and every one of you. And remember, let's make heaven crowded. And we'll holler at you later. Bye.